Banner Bank presents varsity sports exclusively on Comcast On Demand.
We make our way to the fourth quarter, Whatcom County, for a big Northwest Athletic Conference showdown. Two of the top teams in the state of Washington in their respective classifications. In Class 2A, the Squalicum Storm of Bellingham. Down south from Mount Vernon, the 3A state caliber squad. It's a showdown in the Storm Shed tonight on Varsity Sports. And a pleasant welcome from the fourth corner, Whatcom County, the county seat of Bellingham, for tonight's Northwest Athletic Conference showdown between the Squalicum Storm, the number one ranked team in Class 2A, undefeated in league play with a record of 14-1, as they take on the Mount Vernon Bulldogs, one of the top teams in Class 3A with a record of 8-1 in conference, 12-4 overall. Let's take a look at tonight's three keys. First up is going to be defense. Both squads love to shoot the basketball, and they love to play things really close to the vest. Number two, transition game. If you see the opportunity, you take it. And number three, get the strings going. Long scoring drives. Once you get those long drives going, you'll be able to extend your squad with an opportunity to get a mark in the win column.
Okay, quick quiz. How many companies offer more HD viewing choices than Comcast?
Give up? The answer is 0.
Zip. Nada. The big goose egg.
No matter what you might hear, nobody offers more HD programming in Washington than Comcast.
Not satellite, not anyone.
And we're adding more all the time.
Our fiber optics
gives us the capacity to offer the most HD choices.
So if you're thinking of connecting to HD,
be sure to connect with who gives you the most HD.
Comcast.
Add the features of Simply Banner to your checking account, and you're doing something good for the environment, as well as making your life less complicated. You save paper by receiving statements online and paying your bills online. You save time by being able to do your banking from wherever you and your mobile device happen to be. And even more good news, you earn 3,000 Visa Extra points just for signing up. Simply Banner. It's good all the way around.
Here's a look at tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Mount Vernon Bulldogs under head coach Tori Swanson. They will start in the backcourt. David Taylor, a 6-foot, 175-pound senior, along with Braden Moore, a 5'10", 160-pound senior. At one forward, a 6'4", 195-pound senior, number 25, Ray Walser, averaging 16 points per contest. At an off guard, 6'1", 175-pound junior, number 33, Jake Weaver-Cucci. And at forward for the Bulldogs, 6'4", 190-pound junior, number 42, Daniel Barnett. For the host, Squalicum Storm of Bellingham under head coach Dave Dixon, they will start in the backcourt. Derek Dickerson, a 6-foot junior guard, along with Keith Stackhouse. He's one of the Storm's top shooters, a junior at 6'2". At the off guard, another big shooter, 5'10" junior, number 24, Patrick Vogt. The forwards, and they've got tall timber for Squalicum. Michael Green, a junior at 6'5", and Kyle Hooper, a senior at 6'7". He is a tall timber in the middle at center for the Squalicum Storm. As we get ready to tip things up on this Thursday night affair in the Northwest Athletic Conference, Squalicum undefeated in Northwest Athletic Conference play at 8-0. Mount Vernon at 8-1. And the Squalicum Storm in their home whites will win the opening tip. Feed in, down low, a quick, easy basket. Thought rolled off the back of the lid. Here comes Mount Vernon in their road green, black, and white. Head to Key, Moore. Wheels out to the wing to Taylor. Cross-court pass. Weaver-Cucci shot from long range. Up and it goes. Good. Quickly, 3-0 Mount Vernon. Squalicum with the basketball in the forecourt into the pick. Quick layup and in for Hooper. So Mount Vernon with the early lead at 3-2. Taylor. Feed it to the outside. Overhead pass to Moore. Back at the left elbow. Want to drive inside. Thinking Walser. Nothing there. Barnett. Back to the head of the key. In between the rings now is Braden Moore. High elbow right hand side. Quick little feed. And a takeaway by Hooper. Give. Depth pass. Missed there. So Mount Vernon will back up and regroup. Get things going here. Weber Cucci out to the right wing to Barnett. Quick bounce pass. Needs help. Kicks it out to the right wing on the perimeter to Walser. Walser, spin around jumper, wants to get a little bit of help. Shot pulled up and short. Ball ripped out the rebound by Green. Storm in their white with blue trim. Long bomb three on the way, front of the iron, missed it. Trying to make a save up, and it hits the guide wire on the back side of the basket. So it'll be the first turnover. First turnover on Squalicum. Averaging 69 points in league play and giving up only 45, so they're very stingy defensively. It will be Mount Vernon basketball on the far sideline. So glad you're with us on Varsity Sports and Comcast on the Man. And tonight's game proudly brought to you by Banner Bank, proud sponsor of every young adult who gives everything they've got on and off the court. And thanks for making us proud. Bulldogs at the head of the key. Up fake by Green. Kicks out to the outside. Long stroke three outside. Nothing but Cotton for David Taylor. 6-3. Make it 6-2, beg your pardon. Mount Vernon with a 4-point advantage. Squalicum going the other way. Off the glass and it goes. Easy two for Hooper. A 6'7" center, Kyle Hooper. Ray Walser gets the quick two for Mount Vernon. Now 8-4 Bulldogs. Dribble over the timeline, gets things started. High elbow on the right-hand side. Give it off from Green. Out to the far side. Good. Patrick Voot. 8-6. Long shot up. Offensive rebound. Put back up. Swatted away by Hooper. Here comes Squalicum now to the forecourt. Dickerson. Back it up to Patrick Voot. Wheels out the right wing. Keith Stackhouse, long stroke three. Absolutely. So the lead change goes to Squalicum, and it comes at 4:43 to go here in the first quarter. Barnett. Long overhead feed to Taylor. Working the wheel and now to Walser. Trying to find a little bit of help. Walser wants to get a feed inside. Trying to get the lean. Swatted it. Blocked right there. Even numbers 3-on-3. Transition. Shot is up. Count. That's a block. Blocking foul on Mount Vernon. Blocking foul called on Green. First personal and the first team foul this half on the Bulldogs. Fouled in the act of shooting. Patrick Voot goes to the strike for two shots. Here comes the first. Easy two. Squalicum was in the Class 3A. 3A classification. Made it to the state tournament. Now they dropped down to 2A because of the reclassification due to student enrollment as Voot drops the second. 4 points for Voot. 11-8. Squalicum with the lead. Mount Vernon, Weber Cucci. Trying to get a little bit of help. Gets it out, way out to the flat now. Barnett. Wheels up to the corner. Weber Cucci inside. Feed. Lazy layup. Up and in. Right there. Had to get a little bit of help there. Walser for the basket. 11-10. Squalicum. Resetting Dickerson. Head of the key. Wants to think about driving the lane. Does not. Back outside, Patrick Voot. Needs help. Offhand. Count the bucket! Give him the hoop to Harmon. A foul. Patrick Voot with a half dozen already. 13-10. Squalicum. Foul called on Jake Weber Cucci. The first personal And the second team foul as Voot gets the free throw for the three-point play. 14-10, Squalicum with 3:38 to go here in the first quarter and a whistle blown. Hand check foul on Dickerson for Squalicum. Derek Dickerson, first personal. And the first team foul. Long overhead pass. That's in a corner. Turning it over. First turnover on the Mount Vernon Bulldogs. Making reference earlier, Squalicum dropped down to Class 2A because of student enrollment, and they are the #1 team in Class 2A. 14-1 overall and 8-0 in league play. Quick little shot up and missed. Getting a rebound is Taylor. Long feed up into the forecourt. Working the wheel. Denham, Moore. Down to the right-hand side to Taylor. Agam on top, new player in the game now. That's Okodi, Michael Okodi. Moore out on the far wing left. Matched up with the man-to-man defensively with Dickerson. Off to Okodi. Back to Moore. Spin. Pass, Walser to Moore. Up on top to Taylor. As we approach the 2.5-minute mark. Shot from 16 feet. And he got the shooter's roll. And Dickerson wasted no time. Making it 16-12. Squalicum now with 2:15 to go here in the first quarter. Quick touch up by Okodi. Match up on the man-to-man defensively. Patrick Vogt. Checks to the right. Needs help. Ball stolen away. Foot race. Here comes Dickerson. Up. Left hand. Lay it in for two. The steal, the meal, and the deal for two. Dickerson has 4. And Squalicum now increases their lead now at 18-12 as under 2 minutes to go here in the opening frame. Taylor out to the left baseline. Loose ball recovered by Taylor. Out to the flat. Head of the key to Denham. Resets between the circles to Taylor. Covered by Dickerson. High elbow right-hand side. Walser wants to drive inside. Give him the scoop. No. One too many. Traveling. Turnover number 3 on the Bulldogs. 90 seconds remain in the opening frame. 18-12 Squalicum. Both these teams will go far in the playoffs in their respective classifications, but really good contingent of Squalicum fans here on the near side. Student body, real strong. Mount Vernon, they just came up the road up from I-5 off exit 227. About 30 miles south of here, of Bellingham. Shot up from 19 feet. Shot is missed. Rebound by Denham. By Max Denham, a 6'2 senior guard and forward. Denham wants to drive inside. Fade away. 8-footer and goes good. 18-14 with under a minute to go. 55 seconds. Green backs off to Thompson. Out to the corner. Hooper back to Thompson. Bounce pass, backs off to Dickerson. Cross-court pass, Green. Baseline, up to the head of the key. Pass up. Dickerson goes for 3 and airmailed it. They try to get the save. No, stepped out of bounds. Turnover number 2 on the Squalicum Storm. What a crowd he got in there. A very spacious gymnasium they have here at Squalicum. One of 3 high schools in the Bellingham School District. The other 2, Bellingham High, home of the Red Raiders, and the Mariners up at Seaholm, up near the Western Washington University campus, just south of downtown. 14 seconds to go, and a whistle blown, and a holding foul will be called on Mount Vernon. Or beg your pardon, make that on Squalicum. Foul on Dickerson for Squalicum High. That's his second personal, second team foul. Tell you a little bit more about the Northwest Athletic Conference in the second quarter, comprising of 1A, 2A, and 3A schools. Lee to the head of the key. He's got 3 seconds. 2 off the iron. And that is the horn. A sound the end of the first quarter. A fast and furious one indeed. 8 minutes gone. Our score, Squalicum 18, Mount Vernon 14. Back with more here from Bellingham after we take time out. This is Varsity Sports from Comcast on the Man.
Production assistance provided by GameTapes.com. Get all the action from Washington State basketball and football finals, past and present, on DVD at GameTapes.com. All the action, all the angles, GameTapes.com.
Comcast offers the most HD viewing choices and the best picture quality on HD channels you really want to see, including local networks not available on satellite. With new channels like Disney Channel HD, ABC Family HD, and Science Channel HD. Plus, you get over 400 HD choices on demand that you can't get with satellite, with more being added all the time. Sports, movies, and more in HD. That's Comcastic.
As we start second quarter action here from Whatcom County. Bellingham. We're inside the House of Thunder. The Squalicum Storm leading Mount Vernon 18-14. Long bomb three from the wing. Missed by Taylor. And the rebound for Squalicum's Michael Green. Off to Patrick Voot. Setting the offense, Green. Wheels out to the left wing now, Stackhouse. Feed in, down low. Shot is up and count the bucket for two. Hooper with his 6 point. 20-14 now. $7:30 to go here in quarter number two, 20-14. 3-point play off the back of the iron, whistle blown away from the basketball. I think we got ourselves a lane violation on Mount Vernon, so they get the free shot. Mount Vernon foul called on Daniel Barnett. It's a first personal and the third team foul. Hooper nails a 3-point play. Weber Cucci, right wing. A quick touch up by Cody. Out to the backside now to Moore. Matched up head to head defensively. Patrick Voot. Right hand dribble up to the head of the key. Cody. Feed mid box, left hand side. Kick it back out. Check it to the right, going to the left. Michael Cody. Wants to drive the left wing. Denham needs help. Back outside to Moore, down to the right corner. Left-handed dribble back to the head of the key now. Cody loses his footing, comes right back. Denham. As they reset the offense as we approach 6.5 minutes to go here in the first half. 21-14, Squalicum leading it by 7. Barnett, high elbow right, back out to Moore. Voot covering him for Squalicum High. Rolls off the pick, kicks out right hand side. Cody wants to drive in lane, offhand, lefty, no. Trying to make the save of Cody, and a blocking foul called on Mount Vernon. Pushing Patrick Voot away, looks the foul will be on Moore. Foul on Braden Moore. That was first personal. On Braden Moore. Fourth team foul. Stackhouse. Voot long cross court. Covered by Taylor. Backed out to the wing. Stackhouse. Patrick Voot. Loose basketball. Scramble for the basketball. Recovered by Thompson. Loose ball again. It was last touched by Mount Vernon by Walzer. So Green. We'll look and see who will bring it inbounds. And it will be Caleb Thompson, a 6'3" junior forward. Touch up by Stackhouse. Loses the basketball, loses the dribble. Mount Vernon recovers. Third turnover on Squalicum. Mount Vernon will take it up to the front end. Long far side, Taylor. Weber Cucci. Back to Taylor on the far corner. Mid-paint left-hand side. Kick the back up to Denham. Checking the dribble. We're going to the right to the left. Taylor. Blocked right there. Blocked by Stackhouse, who recovers the loose basketball. Wants to make the push. Out to the corner. Patrick Vogt. Spots up. 16-footer. Over the cylinder. Recovered. Turnaround jumper off the glass. And it go. Push. Whistle blown underneath. Foul called on Denham. First personal, team's fourth. 2 shots coming up for Michael Green, 6'5" junior forward. Shot high. Art got a little bit of help off the hoop. Second free throw. That goes good. Five minutes to go here in the second quarter. 23-14. Storm up by 9. Mount Vernon feed in, down low. Shot pull up, blocked right there again by Hooper. Here comes the push to the front end. Keith Stackhouse has the boulevard off the hand, back of the lid. No. Off, trying to make a save, and a basket, 2 by Hooper. And a timeout called. Timeout called by Mount Vernon, and it comes with 4:40 to go here in the second. 25-14. Once again, the Northwest Athletic Conference comprises of schools from Class 1A to 3A. The 3A schools are Cedro Woolley, Mount Vernon, and Ferndale. The 2A schools, Seaholm of Bellingham, Bellingham High School, Linden Public, Burlington Edison, and Anacortes, and Blaine. And the single A schools are Linden Christian, Meridian, and Nooksack Valley. Can't forget about Mount Baker. They are also in Class 2A. Mount Vernon with the basketball at forecourt, down by 11. A count of 25-14. To the head of the key, Taylor. Dishes out to Weber Cucci, out to the right wing. To Moore. Long overhead pass. Up on top, Barnett. Out to the flat, Taylor. Doesn't see anything down low, gets it off to Barnett. Try to dish out to the baseline. Walzer outside. Barnett overshoots the hoop, but Mount Vernon recovers. Weber Cucci. Back to Moore. High elbow left-hand side. Barnett dishes out, checks to the left, go to the right. Up, off hand, rolls off the side of the hoop. And a jump ball tied up. And possession will go to Squalicum. Squalicum 14-1 overall, 8-0 in league play, averaging 64.9 points offensively, only giving up 50 in their 15 games. Mount Vernon really close, averaging 63 points for and 52.5 points against. Turnover, number 4 on the Squalicum Storm. The 2 top teams in the Northwest Athletic Conference. 14 schools in all. Bulldogs with Barnett. High elbow. Touched up by Jansen. Out to the corner. Back to Walzer. Head of the key to Moore. Wants to drive the lane. Up. Off a hand, and he finally got it off to the far side. Barnett puts a shot up, and he missed it. Rebound by Michael Green. Feed up front. Stackhouse. Outside. Voot. Wing 3. Bricked it. And it will go out of bounds. Last touch by Squalicum. Turnover number 5 on the Storm. Both teams very fast, like the scramble for the basketball. And a new player in the game for Squalicum, Joshua Woldrich, a sophomore, but he's tall timber at 6'3". Out to the right wing, Weaver Cucci. Feedback paper right hand side. Walzer wants to step inside. Gets the help off the glass for 2. So breaking that long string, a 7-0 run that Squalicum put up, making it 25-16. Lay up, no. Rebound, Woldrich. Make that more. More, bring on the far side, Jansen. Weaver Cucci driving to Taylor. Wants to do a runner, 12-footer, yes indeed. Taylor for 7. 25-18. Long spot 3 up top, and yes indeed. C to 3, B to 3. Stackhouse. 6 point for Keith Stackhouse. 28-18 now. Squalicum up by the dime at 10. 1:32 to go here in a fast and furious first half. Jansen for the Bulldogs. Covered man-to-man by Woldrich. Ball almost stolen away. Recovered by the Bulldogs. Weaver Cucci. Head of the key. Jansen. Backside to Taylor. Covered on the man-to-man by Stackhouse. Pass to Jansen. Spot up covered by Woldrich. Jansen wants to drive and a whistle blown. It will be on Squalicum. Blocking foul called on Joshua Woldrich, the sophomore's first personal, and only the 3rd team foul. 1:03 remain here in the second quarter. 28-18. Top of the key to Taylor. To Lee. Lee on the overhead. Attempted pass, and whistle will be blown. A foul called on Squalicum. Contact foul on the arm. And for Green, Green's first personal. Michael Green. First personal and the 5th team foul. Make it a 4th team foul on Squalicum. Mount Vernon with 5 team fouls. Taylor for the Bulldogs. Ball almost stolen away by Stackhouse. It goes out of bounds. It will be Bulldog basketball. Bringing the basketball in on the near sideline. Ray Walzer. Taylor. Working to wing the Walzer. Up to the far side. Weaver Cucci. High shot, partially tipped. Mount Vernon recovers, want to make the drive up. Walzer, whistle will be blown and knocked to the deck. They'll have to go to the line and earn them the hard way. If that wasn't too hard enough. Foul called on Hooper. Kyle Hooper, first personal, team's 5th. First of 2 free throws coming up for Walzer. First one goes out the back of the iron. With 16 4/10 to go. Here comes the second free throw, and he'll get that one to fall. 7 points for Walzer. It's 28-19. Squalicum will look to play for the last shot. Here are the half. Stackhouse in forecourt. Down to the corner to Hooper. Patrick Foote. Long overhead pass. Out to the corner. Stackhouse needs the help. Cross-court pass. Trying to get the feet in low. No, and that's the buzzer. Too late. Buzzer sounds as the teams go to the locker room. That'll do it for the first half of action. Again, fast and furious. The Squalicum Storm take the lead to the locker room at the half over the Mount Vernon Bulldogs 28-19. Back with more from Bellingham after we take time out. This is Varsity Sports from Comcast on the Man.
I'm sorry for the delay, Mr. Slowski. I have that information for you now.
Put me back on hold. I don't want any information. There you go.
Do stuff faster. Sign up for Comcast high-speed internet today and download whatever you want faster than ever before. At ridiculous speeds, it's way faster than DSL from your phone company. And now with Power Boost, your fast connection is even faster. Just call 1-888-COMCAST. Comcast high-speed internet with Power Boost. It's Comcastic.
It's time to take a look at this halftime summary, proudly brought to you by Banner Bank with 86 locations throughout the Pacific Northwest, locally owned, locally focused. Better ideas, better banking. Banner Bank, member FDIC. 28-19, Squalicum with a 9-point lead, and leading the way in scoring for the Storm is center Kyle Hooper. 4 points in the first, 5 in the second for 9, followed by Patrick Vogt, scoring 7 points all in the first quarter, and perfect 3 for 3 from the foul line. Keith Stackhouse knocking down 2 threes in the first half for a total of 6 points. For the Mount Vernon Bulldogs, Walzer with 3 2-pointers and 1 for 2 for the free throw line for 7 points. Taylor scoring 5 in the first, 2 in the second, also with 7 of the team's 19. And we'll be back with the start of second half action after we take time out. This is Varsity Sports from Comcast on the Map.
When you open a checking account at Banner Bank, you're part of a bigger picture. You're part of free online banking and bill pay, 24-hour bank by phone, mobile banking, Visa check card, electronic statements, unlimited check writing, access to one of the biggest banking networks in the Northwest, and banking professionals who actually know your needs as well as your name. Banner Bank Checking. It just makes everything a little more connected.
As we get ready to start the second half of play, Squalicum will go on the defense. Mount Vernon on the O, on the front end. Mount Vernon down 28-19. Wants to drive into the lane. Switches off the left to the right hand and getting to 2. And Brayton Moore gets his first points on the board. 28-21. Squalicum with the leather. Green dishes up. Backing down between the rings now is Keith Stackhouse. Bounce pass, loses the basketball. Turnover number 5 on Mount Vernon, or on the Storm, make that number 6. Bulldogs with Taylor on the left-handed dribble. Switches out, goes up to the far side right. Long spot, 3 on the way. Yes, indeed. Jake Weber-Cucci for 6 points, cutting the Bulldog deficit now to 4. Patrick Vogt, long overhead pass, Dickerson. In the feed, high elbow left, touch up by Green, outside, down to the corner, Hooper. Long spot, 3 from the wing, off the iron right-hand side. Rebound for Weber-Cucci. Switches to the left, goes to the right. And a player control foul called on Mount Vernon. Foul called on Brayton Moore. Second personal. And the first team foul this half. Mount Vernon on the year, 12 wins, 4 losses, 8-1 in conference plays. The top 2 teams in the league are on the floor, as you see. Loose ball. Recovered by the Bulldogs on push to the forward court. Weber-Cucci, head of the key to Moore. Taylor, far side on the flat. Backs out, matched up with a man-to-man with Stackhouse. Feed from Barnett in down low. Kick back to Barnett, down to the corner. As we approach the 6-minute mark. Checking to the left. Out of trouble, long spot, 3. Up and off the back of the lid. Offensive rebound for Walzer for the Bulldogs. Moore, covered by Dickerson. Mid-paint to Walzer, back up on top now between the circles. The Moore. Get in position. On top pass, Barnett. Wheel to Taylor. Check it to the right. Long overhead pass up top. Recovering, Weber-Cucci. To Moore. Wants to drive inside. And all that timber up top. First effort, no. Second effort, here comes Squalicum the other way. Dickerson trying to make the feed. Get some help. Hooper up and in. Hal Hooper now with 11. It's 30-24, Squalicum. Taylor, forecourt high up top. No. And a holding foul called on Squalicum, and it'll be in the act of shooting. 2 forthcoming for the Bulldogs. Foul on Dickerson. Derek Dickerson, a 6-foot junior guard. Third personal, and the first team foul, making the first of 2 shots. Second free throw is missed by Walzer. Here comes a storm. Left to right. Green. Out of the corner. Kicked it back out. Stackhouse. Keith Stackhouse. That's his spot. As a stoppage in play, as they got to get the netting fixed. Stackhouse likes that three-point ring. He was dangerous in the state 3A tournament last year. He's going to be around a while. He's only a junior. Stackhouse with 9 points. 33-25. And Moore gets his second basket in. 33-27 now. Squalicum's lead at 6 with 4:21 to go here in quarter number 3. Patrick Foot. Overhead pass Dickerson. On the far side on the wing. Trying to get a little bit of help. Out to left elbow and a contact foul on Mount Vernon. Contact foul on Barnett. Daniel Barnett, 6'4" junior forward. Second personal. And the second team foul on the Mount Vernon Bulldogs. Long overhead feed, up and in. Basket by Green. Give the assist to Dickerson. Green for 4 now. 35-27. Bulldogs now down by 8. Moore on the left wing. Goes out to the corner. Barnett. Spot straight 3 by Weber-Cucci is missed. Patrick Foot wasting no time getting the basketball to the forecourt. Double team. Kicked out to the open man. Thompson. Spot up 19-footer. Back iron. Ball loose. Recovered by Squalicum. Hooper. Keith Stackhouse bounce pass to Thompson. Wheels around the right wing to Green. Double team. Ball taken away. 7th turnover on Squalicum. Lob pass up front. Making the drive up. Barnett. Whistle blown and a player control foul. And that's Barnett. Daniel Barnett, 3rd personal. 3rd team foul. 6th turnover on the Mount Vernon Bulldogs. We are at 3:11 in the 3rd quarter. 35-27. Squalicum up by 8. Stackhouse, matchup man-to-man with Taylor. To Foot. Up to the right corner to Green. Long overhead pass, trying to make the save, and it ends up going out of bounds. Trying to get the pass over to Stackhouse. Turnover number 8 on the Squalicum's High Storm. As we have a stoppage in play, a timeout called by Squalicum, and it comes. It's a 30-second timeout with 2:57 to go here in quarter number 3. 35-27, Squalicum over Mount Vernon. Don't forget, you have access to local sports. It's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All you got to do is go to Get Local, local sports, varsity sports. And then select the sport of your choice in the league, and we've got the games for you. It's all right there. Only from Comcast on demand. Games around all throughout Western Washington and for our friends, the Greater Spokane League in the Lilac City. Chris King and company doing great work in the GSL. Back to play now, Mount Vernon. In forecourt, shot put a block and a whistle blown. A blocking foul called. Blocking foul called on Keith Stackhouse. First personal on Stackhouse, team second. Foul on the active shooting. Taylor makes his first of 2 free throws. David Taylor, a senior, 6'1", 175-pound frame. Second free throw for the right-hander. That one will fall home as well. So Mount Vernon within striking distance now. They're only down by 6 at 35-29 with 2:35 to go. A long scoop to the hoop off the iron right-hand side. Offensive rebound by Green for Squalicum. Kick it out to the corner. Shot up 3. No. Missed it. Offensive rebound. Put back up. No. And he's got to earn him the hard way. As Hooper will go to the line. Contact foul on the arm. Foul called on David Taylor. First personal on Taylor, team's fourth. Hooper goes to the free throw line, making his second free throw in as many opportunities. 36-29. And getting the second one to fall as well. 37-29. Long range three. Shot is missed. Rebound by Hooper. Here comes Squalicum the other way. Long transition. Got numbers. 2-on-1. Lay it up and in. Case Stackhouse. 39-29. Mount Vernon pulls a shot up for the baseline. 10-footer by Moore. No. Here comes Patrick Vogt up into the forecourt. 1-on-3. Right hand goes short. Offensive putback up in. It got in position. Green got underneath and had all that timber behind him, and he backed up. And a timeout called, and it is called by Mount Vernon, a full timeout with 1:52 to go here in the third quarter. Squalicum 41, Mount Vernon 29. This is Varsity Sports from Comcast on the Man. So many events that we bring you throughout the year, over 120 sporting events. High school football, girls volleyball, boys and girls basketball. Covering all up and down the I-5 corridor. We even made a trek out to Aberdeen and for the annual rivalry game with Aberdeen and Hoquiam earlier this year, right on the coast, and it got a little windy, a little breezy, and definitely being on the coast, yes, you're going to get wet. So many events that we bring to you, courtesy from our friends at Banner Bank. As we get back to play. Out to the far side. Out to the right, Taylor. Bounce pass. Long three on the way, rings out. Rebound by Hooper for Squalicum. Backing out, Thompson. 1:30 remaining in the third quarter, 41-29. It's a dozen-point lead for this Squalicum Storm. Check it to the left, going to the right. Patrick Vogt. Overhead pass. That far side, Thompson. Back to Vogt. They're running the 2-1-2, the box and one. Green. Long cross court. Basically playing keep away, killing some clock. Double team. Out to the wing, touched up by Green. Out far side, cross court pass. Thompson to Vogt. Long feed up underneath. A high off the glass, and it goes. Hooper. Hooper for 13 points. 43-29. Long feed in, down low. Mid-paint. Ball still loose. Triple team. Kick that outside. Weber Gucci totally missed the mark. Rebound by Keith Stackhouse. Covered on the man by Taylor. Pass up front. Thompson. Patrick Vogt. Back to Thompson. Covered man-to-man by Taylor. Bounce pass to Vogt. Stuck on a double team. Long overhead pass, Thompson. Play a little catch there for the next 15 seconds. Trying to find a little bit of help. Now they'll break some into Green. Double team. Long loose ball. Taken away by Mount Vernon with 2. Up for the corner. 3. Good if it goes. Yes, indeed. Taylor knocks the 3 down. 12 points in the ball game for Taylor. And still the Mount Vernon Bulldogs are within reach. At the end of 3, it is Squalicum 43, Mount Vernon 32. Back with the fourth and final quarter after we take time out. This is Varsity Sports from Comcast on the Man.
This is Dan Santos, who works with Banner Bank customer Long Painting, which painted Portland St. John's Bridge. Whenever Dan needs help with his truck, he calls Tim Phillips, Banner customer and owner of B&B Auto Parts. Now every morning, Tim picks up his latte from Danny Cohn at Seattle's Fuel Coffee, which is the latte of choice of Dan Santos. It just goes to prove we're all in some way connected to the same bank.
If you ask questions of the phone company, their answer will likely be, someday.
Ask when they'll stop charging extra for long-distance calls in the U.S. and Canada.
They say someday.
Ask when they'll include a dozen calling features at no extra charge.
Like Comcast.
They say someday.
Someday.
Someday, they'll send you voicemail alerts via email.
Just like Comcast.
With Comcast, you can get all this now.
So why wait till someday?
When you could be connected now. Comcast.
We start the fourth and final quarter here at Squalicum High School in Bellingham. The Squalicum Storm, the number 1 team in Class 2A, leading Mount Vernon by a score of 43-32. Storm in their home whites. Losing the basketball, trying to make the save on the Bulldogs, and ends up going out of bounds. Great effort. Great hustle by Barnett. By Daniel Barnett. Don't forget, at the end of tonight's game, we'll have the Comcast Varsity Sports Player of the Game. Green. Matched up with the man-to-man with Barnett. Hooper. DeVoot wants to drive at the foul line. 15-footer, yes. Now 45-32. Bulldogs feed in down low, off the left hand, and got it to roll. By Walzer. Walzer with 10 points. 45-34. Storm, Leather up front. Thompson, head of the key. Long bomb, 3 on the way. Patrick Vogt, no, off the back of the lid. Rebound by Walzer. Taylor on the push, needs help. Trying to see people, find people. Quick touch up by Walzer, back to Taylor. Mid-paint left-hand side up to the head of the key. Barnett, spot up, 3, no. Offensive rebound but defensive rebound by Stackhouse. Stackhouse going toe-to-toe with Taylor. And just shakes off a couple, spots up, and got the cotton. Case Stackhouse. 13 points now in the ball game. 47-34. A Baker's dozen lead now for Squalicum High. Moore, forecourt, bounce pass, left elbow. From Walzer to Moore, needs help, loose ball. Last touch by the Storm, and it will be Bulldog basketball. Substitution, Dickerson. Derek Dickerson will come in place of Patrick Vogt. Dickerson, a junior, 6-foot guard. Baseline left-hand side, bringing it in bounds from Mount Vernon is Moore. Out to the left corner to Taylor. Ball almost stolen away by Stackhouse, but gets cut, grab him. That'll be a second personal. Second personal and team's third. Mount Vernon with 4 team fouls this half. Squalicum with 3. We've got 6:02 left in regulation time, 47-34. Squalicum up by 13. Lee. On the right wing, needs help, feet on the feet. Walzer, baseline. Good for Barnett. Barnett's first bucket of the night. And a blocking foul. Foul called on Taylor. David Taylor's second personal. Team's fifth. Green to bring it inbounds near sideline. And a reaching foul on Taylor. That will be Taylor's third personal contact foul. Team's sixth. Next foul will put Squalicum at the stripe for the bonus. Doing the honors on the inbounds. Caleb Thompson. Patrick Voot will come in back in for the Squalicum High Storm in place of Keith Stackhouse to get a breather. Thompson matched up man-to-man with Taylor. Gets the feed under the forecourt along the near side wing. Dickerson to Green. Up fake by Thompson. This is out. Back over top to Dickerson. Covered man-to-man by Weber Cucci. Vogt down to the right corner. To Thompson. Green. Got left to Dickerson. Wants to get a little bit of inside out. Kicking it back. Quick touch up by Hooper. Very patient. Long spot. Right wing three. Yes, indeed. Derek Dickerson. Dickerson for 7 points. Pulling Squalicum's lead now to 50-36. The Mount Vernon Bulldogs, 12-4 on the year, 8-1 in league play. They've got their work cut out for them. Long bomb three, rattle in and out, and it will be a foul away from the basketball on Mount Vernon. Foul on Daniel Barnett for the Mount Vernon Bulldogs. Fourth personal. Team's seventh, and that will put Squalicum to the line at the bonus. Michael Green, a 6'5 junior. First shot is up and good. Perfect now in 3 tries from the stripe, 7 points. 51-36, make the second one go as well. 52-36, Green has 8 points. And a timeout called by Mount Vernon, and it is a full timeout. As we take a look at the other teams in the Northwest Athletic Conference, Squalicum number 1 at 8-0 in league, 14-1 overall. Of course, we mentioned Mount Vernon at 8-1 in league play, 12-4 overall. Ferndale at 7-1 in league, 11-3 overall. So Ferndale will have a good seed coming into the 3A Northwest District Tournament coming up in a few weeks. Burlington Edison in Class 2A, 6-2 in the conference play, 11-4 overall. Meridian, a stone's throw away from here on the Guide Meridian. It's out in a little area called Laurel, north of the Bellis Fair Mall, in that neck of the woods. Just off of I-5. Meridian is positioned well to be a really good representative in Class 1A with a record of 6-3, 12-4. Bellingham at 5-3 in league play, 6-9 overall. And Linden up the road a little bit here from Bellingham with a record of 10-6 overall, 5-4, right in the middle of the pack here in the Northwest Athletic Conference. Back to play. Patrick Voot kicks it outside spot. Dickerson, yeah, 3. Yes, it goes. So Dickerson has 10 points. 55-36. Storm charging it strong with 4 minutes to go. Bulldogs, corner, 3, ringed out. Rebound, Dickerson. Double team, long pass Out to the front end to Thompson. Voot, double team. A little bit of help. Thompson working the wheel. Patrick Voot backing out. High elbow right hand side. Quick up fake. Feet in, down low. Shot as up and a grabbing foul. Holding foul called on Mount Vernon. Green trying to put the shot up. Contact foul. Foul called on Ray Walzer, a 6'4 senior forward. Walzer's first. Team's 8. Green makes front end of the 1-and-1. Green with 9 points. Perfect in 5 tries from the stripe. Here comes the second free throw. It's up and down. 57-36. Now it's a 21-point lead by Squalicum. Feet up, rattling, and it goes. Foul, the basket by Walzer. Walzer now with 12 points. 57-38 now as we approach 3:15 to go in regulation time. Voot to Stackhouse. Back to Voot on the far side on the flat. Want to get the feet inside. Stackhouse goes from the right elbow. He'll miss it from 14 feet. Rebound by Taylor. He'll push it. Solo 1-on-4. Trying to get the scoop. And a foul will be called on Squalicum. Foul called on Keith Stackhouse. Personal foul number 3. That's the 4th team foul on Squalicum. Taylor will go to the stripe. For 2. First free throw. Rings out. First miss in 3 opportunities for Taylor. Timeout by Mount Vernon. And it is a 30-second timeout. So as we look at the individual scoring at this point for Mount Vernon, Taylor with 12, Walzer with 12. Those are 2 who really stood out. A little bits and pieces here and there. Moore for 4, Denton for 2, Weber Cucci for 6, Barnett for 2. Leading scorer for Squalicum is their center, Kyle Hooper, with 15 points. Green with 10, Stackhouse for 13, Dickerson for 10. So 4 players in double figures as the second free throw is missed by Taylor. Voot, forecourt. Errant pass got knocked out. Storm basketball. They'll be brought in from the far sideline, near the corner on the far sideline. With 2:53 left in regulation time. Dickerson will do the honors. Quick touch up by Green. Errant pass, loose ball, and a whistle blown. Loose ball foul will be called on Mount Vernon, I believe. Foul called on Barnett. Foul called on Daniel Barnett. 5 personal fouls, and is disqualified from further competition. So that will put the Bulldogs get 30 seconds on the substitution. And coming in will be Ryan Jansen, 6'4 senior, 165 pounds. Lean drink of water he is. And Patrick Voot will go to the free throw line. First free throw is nice and easy, soft. That will go down. So now Voot is the 5th Storm player to go into double figures, now with 10. Second free throw, good. So disciplined at the line. Great extension to stroke. 59 to 38. 2:37 to go. Quick little give, up, down, low, and finally got it to fall. Jansen, give the assist to Walzer. So Jansen's first points. 59-40. Squalicum on the push, forecourt. Stackhouse out far side. Voot from NBA range. Grazes the front of the iron. and got hit from behind, and last touch will be Squalicum on the turnover. So Mount Vernon on the hustle, want to get things into motion quickly. Mid-paint right-hand side and turn around. Lay it up, no. Missed it, and a whistle blown on Squalicum with a pushing foul. Foul on Hooper, second personal. Team's fifth. And shooting two will be Walzer. Walzer making his first of two shots. Second free throw, also good. Ray Walzer, the senior, with 14 points. 59-42. Squalicum up with under 2 minutes to go. 150 and rolling. Vote for court. High elbow left-hand side to Green and a whistle blown. Foul on Mount Vernon. Jordan Lee from Mount Vernon assessed his first personal. So Green will go to the line. 10 points. First free throw, good. 7 for 7 for Green. Here comes the next one. Oh, that one falls pretty. 8 for 8. And 12 points on the night for Green. There comes the layup, rattle around back and no. 1:30 remaining in regulation time. Errant pass goes out of bounds. Turnover to Mount Vernon. Bringing it inbounds is Walzer. Taylor want to make the push. Needs help. Loses his footing, and he traveled with it. Something going underneath that sneaker right there because he skidded a little ways. Storm basketball. Now Mount Vernon's going to apply pressure. And Squalicum will go to long passes and get up to the front end. Coming on the double team. Quick touch up, Green. Stackhouse. He'll get the scoop and blocked by Jansen. Here comes Mount Vernon in transition. Taylor out to the far side. Wheel the lead. Outside. Partially blocked. Recovered by the Bulldogs. Needs help. Goes offhand. No. Off the left-hand side. Rebound by Green, and this will be a whistle. Foul called on Mount Vernon. Foul called on Ray Walzer. Second personal foul. And Michael Green, the 6'5" junior forward. First free throw. It's up and it's good. 9 for 9. Nathan Vale will come into the game in place of Patrick Foote with a total of 11 points. The second free throw is up and it is good. 10 for 10 for the free throw line. 16 points for Green. Mount Vernon going the other way, 63-42. Put up and in. Walzer. Walzer for 16 points. 63-44. Bulldogs, Weaver Cooch up to the head of the key. Long three on the way by Jansen. Rebound by Green. And gets hit from behind by Walzer. Ray Walzer's third personal with 24 and 2/10 remaining. Green goes to the foul line, 16 points. And he missed the backside. So that broke a string right there of 10 for 10. Travis Kurtz will come into the game. Kurtz, a sophomore, 6'3" forward. Here comes the second free throw attempt. That one will get the fall. 17 points. And now they'll clear the bench as Zach Hinton, a 6'3 sophomore, will come into the game in place of Michael Green. And a whistle will be blown in forecourt, Mount Vernon. Foul called on the Squalicum Storm. Foul on Hinton, first personal. Taylor out to the outside. Lee for three. Ringing around and got it to fall. Jordan Lee. 64-47 with 2-1. And that's the horn. That's the ball game. Heck of an effort by these two squads as the Squalicum Storm take a win here in the House of Thunder as they defeat the Mount Vernon Bulldogs, a final 64-47. Back with the post-game activities as we take time out. This is Varsity Sports from Comcast on the Man.
Your athletic potential is about to explode. Introducing the new Pro Sports Club Performance Center, where you can train like the pros do. With innovative training techniques and dedicated performance coaches, we'll help you take your athletic performance to the next level. And then some. Find out more about the new Pro Sports Club Performance Center at ProClub.com.
Production assistance provided by GameTapes.com. Get all the action from Washington State basketball and football finals, past and present, on DVD at GameTapes.com. All the action, all the angles, GameTapes.com.
And we take a look at the numbers for tonight. What a night that this young man had. 10 of 11 from the free throw line, total of 15 points. Michael Green, a junior. And being able, getting under the squad, what you guys were able to establish last year in Class 3A, and then with the reclassification down to 2A, and what you guys have been able to do so far this year, and now with 15-1, you guys got the bullseye and ready to take care of business.
Oh yeah, every team that we face comes out and gives us their best shot, and we just know it's an extra challenge. We got to make sure we are ready and can't ever come out and start slow or take a break, because all the teams in this conference are very good.
You knew that Mount Vernon coming in, they wanted to make the trip up to I-5. They're one of the top teams in Class 3A, coming in with a record of 12-4, and you guys definitely had something to prove in being on the top of the Northwest Athletic Conference table.
Yeah, Mount Vernon is a great team. They play us tough tonight. It was a very physical game, but we were just able to make shots, and we shot really well from the free throw line as a team. So, yeah.
It's all a matter of discipline when you got to execute from the line of charity, and what you did tonight, great effort. Came out 10 for 10 and ended up going 11 for 12. Total of 15 points on the night. So the winners go the spoils, as you are you're the Comcast Varsity Sports Player of the Game.
All right, thank you.
Great effort.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
We'll break away. We'll give you the post-game numbers and wrap things up here from the House of Thunder here in Bellingham. A final score, Squalicum 64, Mount Vernon 47. This is Varsity Sports from Comcast on the Man.